Hello everyone! Welcome to Reclamation. Reclaim the world. This is episode 35 of our Let's Play series for Minecraft Java, and in this episode we are going to be creating the automation for our Fissile fuel. So, we have all the machines in here in a line. So what we're going to do is we're going to pick them all up and get started. Move all this stuff up. Okay. Alrighty then. So we have to figure out where we're going to put everybody. So I want these guys that are going to be using this to be... Did I make a crusher? No, I don't think I did. I am going to have to get a crusher going. Yeah, we'll have to make a crusher real quick. I don't think I have one made. So this storage drawer is going to hold all the crushed. I want it to go really slow. I don't want it to go really fast because I don't want it to decomp all of the fluorite. So we're going to have it set to go really slow. Oh, let's not do that. Let's not do it like that way. Let's do it this way instead. So remove that, and we're gonna have it pull, and so energy, we're gonna have it take it from the bottom input, and we'll get rid of all these, and then items input, and we'll turn all this stuff off. Okay, should be good. So we're gonna need to get our energy, which is over here. Alright, we're not going to make this thing go really fast or anything. I want it to go really slow and take its time, right? So, yeah. Alright, so items. This is going to be the output. There it goes. Do I have any on me? Well, I have these, but I don't have any voids on me. I'll have to go get one. But anyway, so this is gonna do its thing, and we're gonna put a void on it because we are gonna need it for stuff. So it'll slowly do. Like I said, I don't want to speed it up because I don't want it to do all of it. So, all right. So let's get this started, shall we? We're going to have to figure out exactly where we're going to put everything. All right, so fissile fuel. So the fissile fuel we want to store in these chemical tanks. So I'm going to have multiple chemical tanks. They're going to be over here against the wall, I think. And they're going to be kind of like a battery. You could think of it as a chemical battery. So we'll just have them like this. And I'll keep these back. Alright, so this is all going to be gases. So have it like this. And we're just going to have them all inputs. Like that. And we're going to have the actual fuel itself come in right here, I guess. And it's going to come down and then over that direction. So this is what's going to give us our fuel. So we're going to have the output like this. And it's going to come up underneath. Like that. And then we're going to get rid of this. Get rid of this. And that. Ah. And then this is going to come over here. So all of these are going to be pulling like that. And one more. There. Okay. So this guy is gases config. Input is on the top. And output is on the bottom. Okay. This guy, input on the top, output on the bottom. This guy is input on the bottom, output on the top, and this guy is the same. Input on the bottom, and output on the top. Okay. Looks good. And then of course it'll connect to this guy, which we have to have a physical container here, I think. And we'll put this right here. And he's going to be pulling. Oh, not pulling. Sorry. None. And then pull from the container. There. All right. So we'll have to hook this guy up. And I honestly think that this is going to be sufficient. For our purposes. And we'll connect that up. All right. Oh, we're gonna have to go get some. All right, let's go ahead and put these down. Oh, not there. That goes right there. There. All right. There we go. All right. Should be golden. So our fissile fuel will be stored right here, and hopefully it'll be okay. We can add to it if we need to for storage purposes. We don't ever want to run out of fuel. That would be not good. So, okay. So now that we've got the preliminaries done, and we got this creating slowly, I might have to speed it up a little bit, but we'll see. We can go ahead and get this party started. So, fissile fuel. First thing we need is the isotopic centrifuge, because it's gonna be the thing that makes the fissile fuel through uranium hexafluoride. So we have to get all this started to get our uranium seeds, because it requires buckets of this stuff. So we have to do this. So we're going to need this guy. And we're going to have him set up right here. And he's going to connect directly into the system. Oh, I think I went too far on that. I did, didn't I? And of course, we're going to have to, you know, put this andesite down. I guess that's going to have to be andesite too. Okay. That's what we wanted right there. And then we connect this to the system. It's important to have it connected ahead of time because you don't want to mess with a bunch of fuels and stuff since it can be problematic. Alright. So we were standing here when we put it down, so this should be the front. So gas. This is going to be the output. And then energy will be the input on the bottom. So I need to get energy over here. Among other things. I think we're going to go along this line right here. For the energy. Oh, I don't think we can do that. I wanted to, but can we do that? Oh, yeah, we can. Okay. I wanted to swack me in the booty. Alright. No, 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 no. Don't do that. Don't do that. We gotta find the power. Gotta find the power. Okay. And we didn't have to rip lights up, so that's awesome. Alright, so we got that done. Here's our initial placement. So, fissile fuel. We're going to make uranium hexafluoride, which is going to require uranium oxide and hydrofluoric acid inside a chemical infuser. So we need a chemical infuser as the next machine of stuffers. And we're going to put him right about... Well, I have to be able to go 2 ways with him, so... Probably just put him right there, I guess. Okay. So the first thing we got to get is the uranium oxide. And then we need hydrofluoric. So the uranium oxide really isn't that big of a deal. It's going to use these uranium cakes in a chemical oxidizer. So we're going to need a uranium chemical oxidizer. And we're going to put him like right there. That means he's got to have power. All of these guys have to have power. So... that, and then just bring him up like so. And then... Oh, we didn't actually bring that up. There. So he's got power, and he's got power. Like that. So these guys both have power. So this is our uranium cake person. So we're going to need another storage door. Okay. There's our storage door. And we're going to put the storage door in between, maybe. Yeah? That's a good idea right there. So this is going to be an item. And then this goes right here. Wait, did I do that right? Hold up, hold up, hold up. I think I messed up. So uranium hexafluoride is made by uranium oxide. Inside a chemical oxidizer. So we put that in the wrong spot. You are in the wrong spot. So this can actually be closer. It can be closer. So we can bring this up right here. Like that. And put that right there. So we can bring it to here instead. Like that. And put this right there. Okay. So this is the guy that's producing the uranium oxide. So the uranium oxide is a gas. So we're gonna need gases. Might have to make more tubes. And put that like that. Like that. Drop that out of there. Because we're going to need more machines. Okay. So the cake is being created by an enrichment chamber with uranium. So we're going to need the 2 storage doors. So we got to have a storage door before this machine right here. Bring this over. Storage door number 1. And enrichment chamber. I'll put him right here. We need a power cord. There. Okie dokies. And he needs to go in there. And then the storage drawer goes into there. So pull, push, pull. Oh, hell no. Come here, you. Okay. Okay. Configuration. Items. Your output. Your energy, input, there. Okay, output. Input. Oh, we're gonna have it probably on the left. And we'll have a storage drawer, which will go down. So I need another storage drawer. All right. So this is going to be for the... Oh, shoot. You know what? You know what? I need a uranium. I need a uranium storage drawer. Alright, so this guy right here is going to... I'm going to put the item in there, and then we're going to do this like that. So he's going to have our uranium. So I need to get up underneath him. Basically right here, and this is going to be our uranium input. Delete that, delete this. Uranium input. We have to have it set up, okay? I know that we can't really use it right now, but we have to have it set up. So and the logistical sorter we'll just do this. New filter. We're going to want to do just the ingots. So item stack, ingots, save. There. So it's only going to transfer ingots, because this thing could have nuggets and all that in it. So only ingots, and then the enrichment chamber is going to turn them into cakes, and then the cakes are going to go from there to there. This is input, energy output. Okay, so the cakes will go into here, and we need to configure this. I mean, I can't imagine that we would have overflow on this, but you never know, right? And we need to configure this one too. Sorry, I'm still having to make diamonds in the theurgy, so we're not using diamond ones. We have tons of gold though, so. Alright, so that's all set up and ready to go. We won't be utilizing this yet though, because we have to have the seeds for uranium and they got to get tiered up, and I have to make the farm and all this blah 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 blah. Okay, but we will, just not yet. we will. So what we can do is we can go snag some uranium from downstairs and bring it up here. Okay. Okay, how about, you know, immediately stick it in there, please. Okay, let's go ahead and get this like that. And it's gonna start producing the cakes, which is gonna automatically start producing the chemical oxide, apparently, which is going to start filling this up. So, uranium oxide. Okay, well, we will eventually fill up, right? Well, I'll just put a kibosh on that here in a second. I'll put that like that. There you go. Thank you. There. Now our contents are saved. It's gonna sit here and do its thing. So the uranium seeds are going to require yellow cake. We're going to need liquid uranium hexafluoride. So that's what we're trying to make, is the hexafluoride. So that'll be in this. I don't know how to fill it up though. How do you fill it up? Oh, you know what? I bet you could use a dropper, right? Could probably use a dropper on it. Maybe. It's kind of cool that we're already making it though, right? Okay, so the next thing that you got to make is this hydrofluoric acid. So the hydrofluoric acid is going to require the fluorite. So we're going to have to, because our fluorite's all the way over there, we're going to have to set up a machine over here and run a pipe. Trying to decide where I'm going to stick it. Honestly, I could put it like right here. We have a power cord right there. But I have to get the fluorite over here. So let's see, what is it going to be here? We're going to need... chemical dissolution chamber. Okay, so where's our chemical dissolution chamber? And we're gonna need, dude. Okay, so right about here should be good. So we'll just stick a power cord right here. And stick our dissolution chamber right there. And input will be on the top and output will be right here. So we need gas. I think. Hydrofluoric. Hydrofluoric. That's liquid hydrofluoric. So hydrofluoric is a chemical. Hydrofluoric acid. Because it's in a chemical container. So this will be fine for it. And we're going to have it pull from there and bring into there. And we're going to set this guy up. So gases, this is going to be input also. That's input 1, that's input 2. Bottom is nothing. Energy is input. There. Energy. So the back is going to be output. But we're not going to hook him up yet because I need to get that to make the uranium seeds. I also need the cakes. We haven't filled up yet, so have we? Yes, we have. So what are you doing? Are you filling up my pipes? Yeah, it looks like you are. How much do I have left in here? Oh, we're doing okay. We're doing okay. Just let it do its thing. Eventually, it'll start putting them in here. Hopefully. Because we need 2, right? We need 2 cakes. I think it's 2 cakes for the uranium seeds. Yeah. We already have the block. We already have the essence. So now we just need the hexafluoride. Alright. So we can do a test on this to make the hexafluoride. So you can just stick this in here. And why are you not making? Chemical dissolution chamber. Oh, right. It requires sulfuric acid to create. So the sulfuric acid requires a chemical infuser. So it's this big long chain. So chemical infuser. So this guy is going to require multiple steps also. So I think we're going to put him over here. Like right here. Which means we got to connect him up to the power. But this will give us plenty of room to do his stuff. Because he's going to have steps also. That's a long distance haul right there. Trying to figure out how I'm gonna get it over there. So this guy, because the power is underneath him, right? So these two are going to be used. So we really could just do this. And then bring that over this way. We could do this. I don't see any problem with that. This guy right here is going to have to get done though. Right there. And there. And there. Like that. So this stuff that's going to get created is sulfuric acid. So sulfuric acid should be a chemical. So we'll just run this right, this. Bring this. Oh, I didn't want to do that. We're going to do this. And we're going to bring him down and like this. Just like that. So this, that. And that, and that. And, oh, no, I can't even do that. I gotta have it like this. Like that. Yeah, it'll work. There. And like that. Alright. Okie dokies. And cover this up like that. And the back. Gases. Back. Output. Bottom. None. None. Actually, input 1, input 2, energy, input, none on the rest of the stuff. Okay, cool. All right, so everybody should be all connected up. And we're gonna tell him to pull. So sulfuric acid gets created in this, comes along this, goes in here, gets disillusioned, and then comes into here. Looking good. Still haven't stopped creating. Pipes can hold a lot, dude. Jeez. Okay, alright, so... Alright, we got that. So... hydrofluoric acid. Sulfuric acid. So sulfuric acid is made with sulfur trioxide and water vapor. So we can actually daisy chain off of this setup over here, I think. So we're not going to need a separate sink. So we'll have an extra sink. Because I could probably snatch the water since it's over here anyway. So let's do the water vapor first. So the water vapor... water vapor is considered a chemical. So we just need a deconcentrator, which is a rotary concentrator. So we need a rotary concentrator. Rotary concentrator. And we're going to put him right here. I mean, it's a ways away from the sink. Do I want to use it? I mean, I guess I could. So this is a gas. And it goes in there, pulled from here. And then he's going to need liquid. Which I could just use the sink that I have in my inventory instead of wasting piping. You do that. And have the water go in there. Like that. And he's going to need some power. And he should already start working. Toggle operation. Yep, it's working. That machine's probably gonna have to be sped up some because it is slow. Slow. So to do that and get out our upgrades, that's energy. So energy and this, actually give me the one that's half a stack. Okay, put this in here. So do energy and then this. And that should speed it up quite a bit. Yeah, and instantly. It's like, poof, there it is. Okay. Alright, so we have our water vapor now. So, the next thing that we have to have for our sulfuric acid is trioxide. So trioxide is chemical infuser with sulfur dioxide and oxygen. Chemical infuser. So we're going to bring him shoot. Guess this way. Sulfur trioxide, oxygen, which requires a separator, and sulfur dioxide, which requires our sulfur, which is all over here. So we can move him over a little bit more to like right here. Okay, let's do our power first. You got power. Oh, we're sitting on top of power. Look at that. Oh, that's beautiful. Alright, so we got power. Put this up. Keep those out. So easy to get this all confused. Okay, so this guy is going to go into this guy. So we're just going to do it like this. Like that. Okay, so this guy with the water vapor makes sulfuric acid. Okay, so his chemical is sulfur trioxide. Trioxide is a chemical. Okay. Do I have any more pressurized? Nope. I can go get some. Running low. I tried to make all this stuff ahead of time, but sometimes you run low. That's fluid. That's items. You're trying to tell me actually I think I have fluids in the backpack, so it's okay. It's all good. I just really didn't want to have to do a bunch of crafting on camera. Alright, so this guy comes like that, and then he goes over and down, and then comes right this, and then like this, and over and up. Okay. Alright. And we gotta get all this done up. Like that. And like that. Okay. Okay, buddy. So your front is going to be input. That's input 2. That's input 1. That's energy. So that's input 2. That's input 1. Why are you not connecting? So the back should be output. Yeah. So the front should be input, but it's not connecting. Why are you not connecting? Front. That's input 1. Oh, there it goes. Okay. All right. So let's make this trioxide, shall we? So the trioxide requires oxygen. Let's see how much oxygen we got sitting over here. That's hydrogen, and that's oxygen. So we are full up on oxygen for this machine. And we have 25,000 sulfur dust, so that's really good. But we can snag the oxygen from this also. So let's do that, shall we? We're gonna have to bring him down and underneath the power cord. Just like that. Okay. Get more gases going again here. So this is going to be the bottom. It's going to be output. Like that. Bring it up. And over and in. So there's our oxygen. There. And we'll just cover this all up. Just like that. And it should be good. Got a little bit of dirt right there. Get rid of that. There. A little bit of stone. There and there. And maybe a little bit right there. Gonna have to go make some more. It looks like. There. Yeah, I might have to make some more polished andesite. Let's let that rot. Go grab some more polished andesite. I don't know if I have any more in the chest. I have to make some more. So now that we have that, we're going to need sulfur dioxide. Sulfur dioxide is a chemical oxidizer burning in sulfur. So chemical oxidizer burning in sulfur. Chemical oxidizer. We might need that one too. Burning sulfur. Show. That's not the power. There's the power. So we'll just hook this guy up. And we need item pipes. Just like that. Alright, so he's going to start making sulfur dioxide. And we're going to take the sulfur dioxide and bring it over here, I guess. Should be able to hook it up to right here, or in the front. Could do in the front. This is going to be a mess. Lots of people are going to feel like they're entitled to connect. See what we can do about it. If I put it deep enough, the only thing I'll have to worry about is this one place right here. Sulfur dioxide. Is a chemical. Okay. So if we bring him down, I want him to automatically connect. Gases. Output. Yeah, we're outputting. So it might be okay. I don't think it'll connect. Because it's a separate type. Yeah, it might be okay. It could auto-connect though, if it empties out, it could auto-connect. So if I push, pull, none. Push, pull, none. You're on my way. Come here. Push, pull, none. That made it work. We'll see. If it royally farks up, we'll know why. Maybe it won't. Ah, oh, come on, dude. Give away. Goodbye, oxygen. Nice knowing you. That sucks. Okay, maybe it won't connect now. There we go. There we go. So this guy, I forgot which is the front and which is the back. So the oxygen is coming in from the right. So that's input 2. And that's input 1. That's not input 1. That's output. The front is input 1. Are we inputting? That's input 2. The front is input 1. And then this is output. Okay, we got it. We got it. We got sulfur dioxide. We got trioxide. So the water vapor and the trioxide should be making sulfuric acid. Why are we not making sulfuric acid? Chemical infuser. Chemical infuser. Oh, because it's already sending it along. So we got hydrofluoric acid being produced, but it's not going anywhere. So that's sulfuric acid. Okay, so we are doing something. Why are you not producing hydrofluoric? Should be going into that. So that's behind. Back. Output. Energy. Input. Turn all these off. Alright, so we're filling up with uranium hexafluoride. Yay! Jeezums, dude. Okay, hold on. I gotta get a bucket. Well, let me use a bucket on this. No? So I gotta use the dropper, it looks like. So, give me that. So that should be a bucket, yeah? Let's see. Should have a bucket here. Okay, that's not what I wanted. How are we supposed to get a bucket of it? Does it have to be... Okay, hold up. Hold the phone. Liquid uranium hexafluoride. So it has to be turned into a liquid. Stupid thing is giving me a headache. Okay. Okay. So I have to turn it into a liquid. That's going to be a rotary concentrator to do that. Okay, so the sulfur is a little slow. Sulfur trioxide. So this guy needs to be sped up. Oops. Okay. That's better. Whew, this thing's not keeping up. I might have to make a second auto crafter. Okay, so we're full on sulfur dioxide. Look at this mess. Look at this mess. Messy mess. Ooh. Yeah. It is messy. Well, that's better. There. Looks somewhat better. Okay. So we have to turn it into a liquid, is basically what it is, to pick up one thing of it with a bucket. So we have to make a machine just for that. So we just need to make a bucket's worth. Real quick like. Liquid uranium hexafluoride. No, what are you doing? No. Pull it out. It's making liquid uranium. Gosh darn it all. Give me my eyedropper. How do I put it into a tank? I'm not sure how to do that. That pulls it out, but how do you put it in? N doesn't do anything. Well, shoot. I figured it out. You just put down a chemical tank and connect it up to the line and then put it in the minus and it removes it. So that's cool. Just like that. Easy peasy. Okay, cool. So I can take this out because I don't want that. And if you sneak right click, it removes it from the dropper. So that's good. So I should be able to pick this up and put this in here. And it should transform it into a bucket of hexafluoride. And then you can take a bucket and you can put it right here. I think it has to be 1,000 to equal 1 bucket. There. We got our bucket of hexafluoride, and I can pick the rest of this up and put it back into this. In theory. Or not. There it goes. No, it's filling it. Okay, well that's not what we wanted to do. But this chemical thing is empty, so I can use this. So we can turn this end right here. I'm trying to get it out of this piping. I don't want to waste it, right? So we could tell this to push, and it should remove. Yeah, it'll take it a few, but it'll remove all the into the line. So, okay. So this guy, we can move this guy somewhere else. That worked quite nicely. So I'm gonna just get rid of this and put this back. And yeah. So if we connect this guy up, we can use him to rotary down things that need to be eliminated, so to speak. So the bucket is what we need to make the seeds, so that's really great. We can't automate this until we get that farm going, so. And this will take a few to empty out. So I think what I'll do with this is I'll have the gas coming into here. So gases, the back output. So it's going to put the uranium hexafluoride into that, and then we're going to take it from here and put it into this. So the front of this is input for gases. And the output is back. And then this power. It's not going into it though. Did I put it in wrong? No? So it's front and back, right? So we got front. And then back. Oh, wait. None. None. Energy is on the bottom. So the front is input, the back is output, and then this guy is not going anywhere. So input from this side. And then output from the back. And we should be golden. We should be creating fissile fuel. And it will put the fissile fuel into these canisters and fill them all up. And I can put this in here and it will empty it out. That was a lot. Now, it's going to take it a while to pull out from these, but I'll pick them up once it's done. Alright, so we got that done. Jeez, zums. That was a lot. That was a lot. So now what we got to do is get everything else done. So we've got all that. We got to make the uranium seed. We got to tear up the uranium seed, and we have to get a line to the uranium because that's our stop right now is the uranium. Yep. So we already marked where it is, so we'll be able to situate the farm just right. So this should all be working within proper parameters. And I don't see any fissile fuel yet. So this is going to be slow. So let's go ahead and give it some speed upgrades. Energy, speed, woo, there goes our hexafluoride. Doesn't look like it's going through that really fast. Our chemical dissolution chamber isn't doing anything. Oh, right. Right. Actually, why isn't it doing anything? Oh, right. We hadn't brought the thing over, had we? We had not. So this is reliant on us inputting. Okay. So we need to fix that. Yeah, we need to fix that. We are not working properly. Not working properly. So sulfur dioxide is just sitting there. Sulfur dioxide makes trioxide. So it's not getting into this infuser. That's the top. The bottom is energy. That's output. Sulfur dioxide. Okay, so this side is the output. So the front is the input. Energy is the bottom. Input, input. So oxygen is coming from right here. And then this is snaking around and coming in the front. Right? That's the front. That's input 2. That's input 1. Why are we not working? It says sulfur trioxide. This is sulfur dioxide. Why do we have sulfur trioxide? This is supposed to have sulfur trioxide. Okay, we just disconnected. Who did we disconnect? We disconnected the front. So I am right, and it's not working right. Okay. Give me this. Okay, we have sulfur dioxide. This is sulfur trioxide. So it looks like we had some in the pipe. That's what happened. So we're going to hook this guy back up. And now we're working with improper parameters. Input, input, output. So this is now working. We're creating. Everything should be going up properly now. We're moving. So pick that little bit up, and this is empty now. And dispose of this. So I think we're good. We do need to, we need to hook up the fluorite line. So fluorite's going really slow. Do I have upgrades on this? I do. It's just being bottlenecked by the sulfuric acid. It'll catch up. It will, it will. Does this have upgrades? Yes. Okay. This does not have upgrades. This does. Okay, we should be okay now. Things are coming along. Alright, so I gotta move this to there. So we gotta think of the easiest way to do that. Probably just a straight line, huh? Probably. Oh. I need some more item pipes. Item pipes. Gonna have to make a whole mess more pipes up in between episodes. Because you never know when you're gonna need them, right? Oh, I'm gonna have to get the sorter. I'll have to make more sorters up because I only want the little ends coming out of this thing. So we only want the little ends, right? Oh, that's the wrong thing. Not that. Not that. That. Actually, we could do the blocks. We could. We could do the blocks. Blocks would be good. New filter, item stack, fluoride block. Save. Okay. Oh, wrong way. We went the wrong way. All right. So are we doing it? I don't think we're pulling. I think we're taking out of the system. There we go. We got blocks coming in and it'll be more efficient. Very nice. Very nice. Alright. Yeah, I gotta make some more of those. Gonna have to make some more pipes in general. We're getting kind of low. But yeah, okay. So this is all hooked up now. It's not that bad of a spaghetti mess. Honestly. It's better than I thought it would be. So, we have any fissile fuel? We have these configured wrong. We have this to pull and not push. We missed up. I need to get up on something. Like that. There. Now it should just deposit. Okay. We're all done on that. So these should be accumulating fissile fuel. And of course it's going to go into these, right? It's going to go into the pipe. It's going to fill up the pipe. No, I guess we don't want to do that. We just want to tell it to pull. So the front, we want it to say input. And front is input, and then the top is output, and well, that should work. Now we just gotta let it run. We are gonna run out though. We need to get this uranium going. We're gonna run out of cakes. And yeah. Okay. Well, this stuff is all working now. So let's get that going, shall we? We need to go create the seeds. Oh, come back. Darn Enderman. They're everywhere. Sorry for the noise. Alright. I'm gonna go get these seeds made. Okay. So, I know the block goes on the top right here. And I know the bucket of joy juice goes down here. And so... sorry. Excuse me. So the two cakes go right there, and then we put the essence all the way around, just like that, and seeds in the center, and now we got our uranium seeds. Uranium fever, it's gone and got me down. Yay. Okay, super. That's awesome. Alright, my dearies. I am going to tear these up real quick and And I don't know. Maybe I'll do the farm on camera. We'll see. But I have to tear these up, so I'm not gonna make you guys sit through that. So I will be back, okay? Okay, guys, I am back, and I've done a whole bunch of work. So I got our seeds up to 10, 10, 10, 10, 10, and yeah, we are going to be. I cleaned all of this out, and this is I had to leave this right here because the pipes from upstairs were dropping down, so I just went ahead and covered it up with andesite. But yeah, so we're gonna get going with this. I said we'd do it on camera, so we're gonna do it on camera. So first you put your water wheel down. You gotta have your farm plot, right? This is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. So this is 7, and then the corners, and then 7 more, and then the corners, and it goes all the way around like that. Okay? So you put your initial water wheel down with a cobblestone block. Then you put your water. Then you put your mechanical bearing. Once you got your mechanical bearing down, you're going to put down your blocks that you're going to use for the arm. Just like that. And then you're going to put down your harvesters. Just like that. Infernium gets turned into normal dirt, so to not waste infernium, don't put blocks underneath where the arm's going to go until it's going. So now we're going to put down our... Oh shoot, I forgot to get a chute. I forgot a chute. So you're going to need one chute. You're going to need a storage drawer. So you're going to need a storage drawer for the pink essence that comes out of the plants. And you're going to need one for the... actually, we're going to need 2. And then we'll need this guy later. I can only carry so much stuff, so... it doesn't look like we have any depots, so I'm probably going to have to go snatch some depots from the Botania level. But we'll get to all that. So the first thing you're going to do is you're going to put this guy down right here. And then you're going to put these... Oh, wrong way. Like that. And then this one is going to go on the end of the arm, like that. And then you're going to put a chest on the arm that holds inventory that it picks up before it deposits. So that should be sufficient. And once you have that, then you're going to dig out these little corners right here, which I probably shouldn't have placed as infernium, but that's okay. Obviously, using upgrades is better, right, for the infernium. So I'm going to go ahead and put this down right here, and then we're going to put down our stairs. Oh, don't do that. Stop. When things just don't go right. Thank you. Alright. So, you're going to want to put water in these. Like this. This one's already got water, so. But it's just to ensure that everything is hydrated. Right? And he's going to have to go around one more time. Like that. There. Alright. So, put him right here. Like that. And then you're going to take your glue, which I had to make more because I couldn't find my darn glue. My glue was gone. So you click like right here and then go all the way down like that. And then you click right here and go up and over one like that. That should glue it all together, which is what you're aiming for. And then you're going to get him twizzling like that. So once you got him twizzling, you're going to come over here and you're going to dig this out like this with that. Like that. And then you're going to have your 2 storage drawers on either side like this. And then you're going to come in your backpack if you're like me and keep, you know, I kept the item extractors and stuff in here. So just put it just like that. Okay. So now that you have that, you're going to have to come over here and you're going to have to plant or place all of these. So now your arm is going properly around in a circle. So you're going to place your dirt down like this. And it'll get all hydrated and stuff. It just takes a few. And then we're going to start planting our crops. Now, for the initial grow, it takes a while, so you should probably use a water can on the initial grow part. We'll get to that in a second. Just get all this planted first. Now this uranium is purely for making our fissile fuel. So it's important that it has a dedicated farm. It's fine if you want to stick some uranium seeds into your regular crops that are growing, but you should have a dedicated farm for the fuel. Because if the reactor runs out of fuel, that's bad. Just like if it ran out of water, that would be really bad. So just like that. Okay. So now that you have your crops, you're going to get out your watering can, which I probably should upgrade at this point because it's been a while. And you're going to let it start harvesting the crops because you want it to get a head start. Because once you set up the auto crafter, it's going to be going, you know. So the initial grow on these takes a while, but if you use a watering can, it goes like really fast. So. Alright, so you're going to run into this. You need to pick up one and put it in the other. That way your contents are locked. So you get out your key and lock them. Just like that. So mystical agriculture is always going to have fertilized essence and it's always going to have the main thing. So you might as well just plan for it. And then of course we're going to need to put upgrades in this. probably don't need an upgrade in this, so we'll just stick a void on it, and on this one right here we'll stick a full upgrade on it and a void just in case. Just in case. Alright. So keep the dirt and throw this out and put this over here and put that there. And yeah, I discarded the cobble from doing all this, so I haven't been keeping it because I have a cobble gen upstairs. In case you ever wondered why every time I open the cobble chest there's not like a bazillion cobble in there, it's because I just dump it. I don't keep it at all. Oh, okay, so now that's the first leg of what we got to get done. So now we're going to need to look up uranium and see what the recipe is. Alright, so it's around in a circle just like the other ones. So that means we're going to need 8 autocrafters. And we're going to need that. And we're going to need a depot. 2 depots. So I'll have to run down and go get those real quick, because we don't have any depots up here apparently. Now you'll notice this is right above where we need it to come in at anyway, so that's beneficial, so we don't have to really go very far. So that's good. So we're going to set up the autocrafter over here because we get daisy chain off of this. So let's go ahead and get some gearboxes and some, you know, various stuffers. Like we're going to need that. We're going to need these. We're going to need our gearboxes. And we're going to need an arm. Now, depending on how fast you need this to go, you can set up this 1 autocrafter or 2 autocrafters. I think 3 is probably going to be the maximum, but you can do that if you really want to. So, for instance, if we plan this out right, we could put the depot right here, and we could put an autocrafter right here, like this. And then we could put another autocrafter right here. And we could put an autocrafter right here. Well, you could definitely put 2 autocrafters on it. I don't know about 3. I've never tried 3, but you can definitely put 2 if you really want to. So that is a thing. You could do that. So we're gonna need a block of whatever you want to use, and that. We're just going to do the 1 autocrafter for right this very second. So we're going to put this right there. We're going to run this over to there. And then we're going to put this. Oh, that's the wrong one. That's the wrong one. There. I'm going to put him there. I'm going to put a vertical right there. And then another one right there. And then we're going to put our depot right here. Like that. This doesn't even necessarily need to be in the loop. We could just put it like over there if we wanted to. Actually, you know what? Let's do that. Now that I'm thinking about it. Let's put it like right over there. I could probably set up 2 dual autocrafters. I think we could do this. Won't even need to use funnels. Alright, so you're going to need your wrench. you're going to have all these guys pointed. So the heat's going to be pointed there, and then this is going to go into a loop, right? Like that, and then like that, and then like that. See that? All right. So the first arm is going to pick up here, deposit, and all of these, just like that. And we're going to have him put right there. And then we're going to set up 2 autocrafters for this thing, because why not? Why not? Go big or go home, right? And we'll need another depot. I still have them on me. We only need the one. We could actually set up 3 autocrafters if we wanted to, but yeah, that might be a little excessive. So we'll do this, like this, and like that. And you're going to get your wrenchy poo out. And so see, they're always going to end up the craft on this right here, right? So this is going around like that, like that, like that. Move him and him and him, and then that goes down. So it goes and then poof into there, right? All right. So we're gonna need an item pipe that's gonna go underneath right here, and then we're gonna come up. So let's get an item pipe out. And it's gonna go this way, and I'm gonna need some polished andesite. Oh, there's water down there. That's not good. No, I'm just kidding. It's fine. It's all fine. There. You go right there, and then you come up like this, and you're going to connect up right there. And we're going to tell it to pull. So anything that lands on that thing is going to get sucked up. So let's do a test. This has been a test of the emergency broadcasting system. There it goes. And we can lock that now. So it retains its contents even if it runs out. That's really important to do that. Okay. So now we can put this stuff down like that, because it's all done. And then we can figure out how we're going to fiddle with this. So we have 2 autocrafters now. So we're going to put up another dude right here. And then we need another arm. Did I pick one up? No. So we'll go get our arm. And you're going to tell it to take from him, and then you're going to deposit, 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 deposit. All the way around, just like that. And then you're going to plop him down. So we want to do something different with this one, so we're going to put a cog right there. And we're going to bring it up. And we're going to regular gearbox it like that. And then we're going to bring it over. And then we're going to need that. Okay, so these guys are all set, ready to boogie. So now we need to get this to there. So I'm going to dig out. Oh, look. It's more water. Just what we wanted, right? And bring it over this way. Like this. And now we're underneath the depot, and then we're going to come over this direction and go underneath this depot, just like that. Okay, we're going to work from forward to back. I got to get rid of this stuff. I don't need to keep any of this stuff because I can make all of it, so I don't really need it. So we're gonna get our item pipe, and we're gonna go this way. Like that, and bring him this way. Like this. And then we're going to bring this down, and we're going to configure it to pull. Like that. And then we're going to connect it up, and it's going to start pulling. And then we're going to put cobblies down, and da-da. There we go. Super. And just dump this stuff. I don't know why I'm keeping all of it. Okay. So these guys are doing and producing, and we should be good. Why are you not creating though? Oh, you know what? That's why it's not working. Silly goose me. I didn't put power on it. Okay. Cart before the horse. Good job. Alright, that's fine. That's all fine. Put that right there and jump on this arm so I can see what I'm barking doing. There and there and there. Alright, we're in business. Oh, except it's going the wrong direction now. There. We're all fixed. Okay. Silly goose me. Oh, there. That's all fixed. I'll go dump all this crate junk in here and move on to bigger, better things. We have to bring the pipe up now. Yep. All right. So, the pipe is right there. So we have to bring this up into the ceiling. I don't think I have enough item pipes. Yeah, I don't. I will be back in a second. Okay, guys, so I fished it up from the ceiling and connected it up, and we are good to go. So, now we're going to have tons and tons and tons of uranium, which is really great. It looks like it's directly using it for right now and getting processed. So I doubt we're going to have any overflow for a while, but that's fine. So we're being bottlenecked by how much uranium is being created. So we might actually have to add that third autocrafter in. But yeah, this is all working properly now. So we still aren't accumulating any fissile fuel, but oh, I guess we are into the tank, the initial tank, and this is already full. So yeah, it's gonna take a little while, you know, to do what it needs to do. So sulfuric acid. We got plenty of that. Sulfur dioxide. It looks like the sulfur dioxide is still not getting through. This thing has changed out to oxygen now. We're gonna have to figure out what's going on. What is going on? Alright, so this is what's going on. See how it's auto-connected? That's what I was worried about, is the auto-connection if it goes empty on us. And we don't want that. That is bad. So this guy needs to not connect to that. We're gonna have to pull out. We're gonna have to pull out everything. You know what? I might be able to go get that trash can and use it to void it. We made a trash can specifically for that. I mean, it was made to void the waste, right? But we probably could use it to get rid of the oxygen real quick. Probably be fine. There it goes. Have it pull out. Okay, we're back in business. I don't know why it was doing that. It's because it emptied out, and because it emptied out, it flipped out, basically. Alright, so we're all working within proper parameters now. I'm gonna have to take this out with the dropper. And insert it into here. Like that. And we should be good to go. That trash can came in very handy, didn't it? We're going to be using it further down the line. Oh wow, this thing is full. Jeez. It's okay, it's because we got backed up is what's going on. And this thing is not giving me what I need. Why are you not doing that? Like that. Oh, maybe I have to tell it to pull. Gonna pull? Are we doing something? Nope, we are not. Oh, that would be why. Okay. That's fine. I'll just pick it up and put it back down. There it goes. Man, you gotta watch those connections, because if you don't have them right, then it messes up. So we should be all good now. This is getting it. This is getting the proper fuel. We're all good. Incidentally, you can actually color these lines different colors to help organize things if you want to. So, I just didn't, but it probably would simplify things a little bit. Probably. But, yeah. So I think that's going to be just about it for this episode, guys. We got everything taken care of. This whole thing is producing now. We don't have any issues except for maybe the uranium not creating fast enough. But yeah, it's looking pretty good. It's looking pretty good. Alright guys, I had a lot of fun and I hope you did too, and I appreciate y'all coming along today, and I hope that this walkthrough helped some of you to get through the arduous process of making fissile fuel. And in the next episode we will be putting the reactor or the turbine together, which should be fun. If you want to attempt it beforehand, because we are all set right now, if you want to attempt it beforehand, make sure you back up your world, okay, just in case your reactor explodes. Because, yeah, you don't want to mess with that. So. But, anyway, I will catch you guys in the next episode. You guys don't really have any homework, except unless you haven't made the parts for the reactor and the turbine. If you haven't done that, then you probably should do that, so you'll be ready for the next episode. Alright, I will catch you guys next time. You guys take care. Toodles!